So picture this scenario. You're in another argument with your wife. Maybe you've been married for 3 years. Maybe you've been married for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years. Could be any of the above. But you're in another argument with your wife, and it seems like a normal argument until she drops the bomb, "I don't want to be with you anymore." Or maybe she's already got the divorce papers. Men, I don't want this to happen to you as it happened to me. And I want to share with you three of the things that I failed to do as a young Christian husband that I don't want you to repeat my mistakes. And I'm going to share these, and as I share these, as I wrote down some notes, like looking back, it's like, duh, why didn't I do these in the first place? But when you get into that marriage and you've been taught certain things about what it means to be a husband, especially when the church teaches you something that is not biblical, well, then you have to go back and reassess and refine and retune how you live as a Christian husband, as a Christian man. So, three tips that I want to share with you. Again, these are things that I messed up on, and I don't want you to mess up. These are things that I'm still working on that, realistically, they never go away. These are things that we are going to continue to work on throughout our life, and especially throughout our marriage. So, number one is focus on personal growth. And again, it seems really basic, but just like me, I've heard of so many other men that have done this, that we've been taught to love our wives and to give everything to our wives, and we start to lose who we are. We separate ourselves from friends because, again, that's what, not truly, but kind of what the Bible says. We separate ourselves and become one with our wife. But this is not the true sense of it. We still are the men that that God created us to be, and we still have to be the man that God created us to be in this marriage. So we still have to continue to improve, continue to grow in our health, in our business, our wealth, in our friendships, in our faith. If we are not growing personally, we are not leading our wives, and it leads to a whole lot of chaos in your marriage. And that chaos is going to look like nagging from your wife, because she's going to call you up to try to get you to rise up as a king, as the man and king that you are created in God. And you have the option to rise, to personally grow, challenge yourself, or you have the choice to believe that she's just nagging, believe that she's just being crazy, and this is not the woman you married. So continue to grow in yourself, grow in your health, your business, and your faith, and allow your growth, your focus on your personal growth, to lead your wife, to lead your kids. Number two, again, doing all these, or working on all these, don't try and fix your wife's problems. She can fix her own problems. She's a grown woman. And if she thinks that you're going to fix all of her problems, well, that's a bit of an issue. And for a lot of men, this looks like simply your wife tells you a problem that she has, a situation. And again, if you're like me, you go into fix mode, because that's what we do. We are creators, we are fixers, we are builders. We try and fix. Don't do that. Unless she's short and she needs help getting something out of the top cupboard, then you can help her. There's practical things that, obviously she's going to need help. but don't try and fix her emotional problems unless there's a specific question she's asking you to help or to get or gain advice and wisdom on. So again, your wife's not a baby. She's not a child. She's a grown woman. She can handle her own shit. She was handling her own shit before she met you, before she married you. So don't coddle her. She doesn't want that. Number 3, keep God at the center of your life, at the center of your marriage. And again, seems super basic, but even in the churches, we hear happy wife, happy life. This is not biblical. Jesus teaches us that we are to take up our cross and follow him, not to put our wives in place of him. It's Matthew 10:38. Take up your cross and follow him. If you're not willing to do that, you're not worthy of the kingdom. Again, things I've done that I don't want you guys to do. We need to put God at the center. First and foremost, always. Love God first. This is, again, it's basic, but we get so distracted so easily in this world. And we could be going good for weeks, months, and then all of a sudden we get tripped up, we get distracted, and we lose our focus. And this is where lots of problems happen. So keep God at the center. Don't try and fix all your wife's problems. Just listen to her, be a sounding board, and let her figure it out unless it's something specific that she needs your help in, and she will ask. And make sure you are focusing on your own personal growth. This is, again, something I completely let go of, other than doing workouts, but that was just maintaining. I really stopped growing, and over the past few months, been digging deeper and deeper into this, and the growth in myself is amazing, and the fruit that is showing up in the marriage, honestly, it's not fully there yet. It's not what I hoped it would be, but I trust God is continuing to work and continuing to do things that need to be done to allow our marriage to be restored. So men, I want to encourage you, first and foremost, God is first, and seek him and seek true biblical teaching. Be wary of what you are hearing in the church, because some churches, especially the traditional ones, they are not teaching biblical teachings. So be aware. Put God at first and continue to grow and grow in your faith and as the man God created you to be. I love you. God bless. I hope this helps.